eyes and we see a number of things happening, like shootings in mosques and synagogues and attacks on LGBTQ community, and all of these things are happening all around the world. And the problem is that media, for the most part, are not really helping this. They're largely not in touch with people on the ground. They're very disconnected to what's happening. But what if we could raise the quality of user-generated content? And how do we do that? And that was really the challenge that we started off with at #OurStories. How do we make people better storytellers? And so we started off by training communities around the world. We are a video publisher and we turn citizens into mobile storytellers or mobile journalists using augmented reality. We've physically trained people around the world. We have around 3,000 storytellers in 140 countries, and we've trained them to use things like their phones or wearable cameras to create content. And the idea here is to not just curate their content that they're producing on a regular basis, but to help them to become better storytellers.
Shocking images. They're people wearing virtual face masks on Snapchat. Victims of sexual abuse in India are using them to remain anonymous so they can tell their harrowing story.
More angles, more perspectives of hundreds of trained citizens, creating stories that bring us together.
So we tell stories of people changing their world, innovators, change makers, and unsung heroes. And what we're largely focused on is constructive journalism or constructive storytelling. The idea that we're not just talking about issues in society, but we're talking about how people in their communities are trying to make it better. This was a story we did with refugees Sudanese refugees who had come to Uganda.
You're watching BD News, coming to you live from the refugee camp here in northern Uganda. We are reporting this story by refugees on mobile phones. Job, what's happening there?
Hello, Yusuf. We are in the sports ground. Here we have our best players. They come to play in the ground. Best players to go and play in outside countries.
Thanks, Job, for that update. We now cross to the field where we have...
These tools enable one part of our process, but the journalism is still, the hardcore journalism 101 of like fact-checking, curating, and packaging these stories. I think what we've done well is that we've also placed emphasis on packaging the stories in a fun and unique sort of way that doesn't feel like old, boring kind of content. And so I think that has helped us stand out in terms of the content that we produce. In terms of, we have criteria for stories that we do, and it's basically 6 criteria. And I think if you're a content creator, you should have criteria anyway. So it has to be factual. It has to be relevant. So there has to be some sort of universal theme. There has to be some sort of knowledge aspect to it. So on Reddit, there's a famous subreddit called Today I Learned. Everybody wants to learn something from a video that they watch or from content that they watch. It has to be an unheard voice, and it has to be a unique angle on something.
I think the opportunity that we see is to help people tell their story in a way that's accurate to them.
And I think the packaging of those, like one of the big problems with UGC is that because it sometimes can be really random, it's hard to get people to want to watch it. So I think that the packaging and the way that we've managed to package it for really young audiences, I think that's made a difference too.